A lot of credit. They came in here today and just they thumped us. They whipped us pretty good. So they deserve a lot of credit. They swung the bats well. They pitched an outstanding ball game. Played very good defensively. We didn't strike out a ton today. We put a lot of balls in play, but we didn't square many balls up. And they just did a good job of catching and throwing the baseball, pounded the strike zone, hit balls hard. Did a really good job of staying disciplined at the plate. They drew 8 walks, and they made us pay. It's tough to win a ball game when you give up 4 runs in the first. If we could have gotten out of that, we had 2 outs, walked 2 batters, and then give up a home run, and we had a chance to keep ourselves in it early, but and then they hit another 2-run homer. Next thing you know, we're now 6-0. So. But the bottom line is they were the better team today, and that was tough to watch. So, my 5 years here, that's one of the tougher ones that I've been a part of. We just did not give ourselves a chance today, and College of Charleston was the better team, played a better ball game, and we got to regroup tomorrow, have a good practice, and get ready for Boston College.
What do you tell your team after a game like that?
Nothing. I didn't tell them anything after the game because probably not a good time for me to talk to them, to be honest with you. I've got to show some humility and patience, and like my friend Clint Hurdle told us when he came to speak to us. He said, and there's 2 types of people: those that are humble and those that are about to be humbled. And we certainly got humbled today. So it's probably best for me not to speak to the team. Let this one sit with them, let this one sit with me, and make sure that when I do talk to them that I say the right things that can benefit them. Because sometimes as coaches, we want to take our frustrations out right after the game, and that's probably not the right message right now for these guys. So I need to get my thoughts together, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Do you feel like there was some hangover after the big series win this weekend?
Well, I knew I'd be asked that. The whole hangover deal is I made it a point, really made it a point today before the game that this is a new week. That what happened last weekend's wonderful, it's great, but we got to be ready to play baseball this week. That last week is over. And, we've got to learn our lessons, right? We played a great game last Friday night, and then we got beat on Saturday. Played a great baseball game on Sunday, won a series, got beat today. So we got to learn our lessons. And sometimes you got to learn your lessons the hard way, that you got to be ready to play every day, regardless of what happened the day before, the game before. You win or you lose, you gotta be able to move on from it, enjoy it, or learn from it, and be ready to go the next time you get an opportunity to compete. And I didn't sense any of that today. I thought we had a good batting practice. I thought our guys were ready to go. I didn't sense anything like that. But obviously, again, every game is the biggest game on the schedule, and we've got to prepare. We've got to think that way. We've got to play that way.
With Mac, maybe the more experience he gets, the more consistency you'll see from him.
Well, I think with Mac's got a very good arm. He's very talented. I think Mac right now, we just got to find a way within those first 5 hitters to just pound the strike zone and get out and get out of the first, so that he can relax a little bit. You just look at his 3 starts, and he struggled in the first inning. And today again, we give up a leadoff hit, so be it, right? Just went right at him, and Harlan's a good player, led the game off with a single, and we got to 2 outs, and then next thing you know, it's walk, home run. So again, we got to be able to. He's got to do a better job of being able to close out innings, especially early within those first 15, 20, 25 pitches of the game, and I think at that point, he'll be able to be effective for us. But right now in 3 starts, he's struggled to get out of the first, and it's just something he's got to continue to work on.
What do you do to try to put this one behind you and move into conference play this weekend?
Yeah, we got to put it behind us, but we also got to learn from it. I think that you win and you learn. That's the way a coach has to think. You've got to take lessons from this game and learn from them, and then move on, right? So that'll be what we'll discuss tomorrow. We'll talk about this tomorrow before practice. and we'll move on from it at that point. Hopefully when the guys take a shower in the locker room and head out of here, when they take their, they'll wash this one off of them, because they certainly need to do that. And but we got a good team. I mean, we're sitting here at 9-3, 12 games into the year. From time to time, you just get thumped. You get beat, and you get beat soundly. And again, it's an opportunity for us to be humbled a little bit and to learn from it, grow from it, and get ready for the weekend.
Anything else?